Hey, it's Bill Gross, eXp Realty, the LAProbate expert with our conference and weekly call on converting more buyers into contacts into contracts. We do this every Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time is for real estate agents and professionals on how to build our business, increasing our income, and creating more wealth. Really excited to have here today, along with me, one of my colleagues and sidekicks in the process, Patricia Castillo. How you doing, Patricia?
Hi, Bill. I'm doing great. Thank you. Sorry, I was
Good.
turning the camera.
Okay, can we put you on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. So we're going to make you, we're going to add some eye candy to the process. And so today when I talk about, and we have our team meeting right before this at 2:00, and I want to talk about two things I think are really important right now for agents who are trying to get buyers into contracts, whether you're a listing agent or a buyer's agent. We don't get paid for leads, do we, Patricia? Do you get paid per lead that you get?
No, not at all. We get paid when we close.
We have a happy customer who signs all the papers, either gets the money or gets the house, right? At the end of the day. So we say getting contacts into contracts. How do we do that? And so I want to really encourage agents to do two things today. One is because the rates have just gone up so much in the last 6 weeks, from below 3 to today 4.1%. You've got to go back and requalify your buyers both financially and motivation-wise. Because a buyer who looked at property 3 months ago, and you showed them all the properties for $500,000, or her all the properties for $500,000. If they didn't like them 3 months ago, they're not going to like them today, odds are. Because are you seeing prices go down, Patricia?
Nope, not at all.
I don't see that at all.
Prices are still on the rise. I would say they're not appreciating as quickly as they were last year, but they're definitely still going up.
Right. So if you didn't like you didn't like anything in all of Downey or LA in November or October, you're not going to love it necessarily anymore today because the price has gone up, not down. And second, if you didn't like what you could qualify for back then, you're not going to like it anymore now because it's going to cost you more, about 15% more, or your buyer 15% more to get the property, right?
Right.
Sorry about that. I meant to put my do not disturb, and they just got in under the wire. So what you got to do is, if you want to get more buyers in a contract, whether it be a listing agent or a buyer's agent, number one, make sure your buyer's up to date on the qualification, both financially and this other one, motivation-wise, because you can look at the pre-qualifying from the lender and they'll say, oh, the ratios are real low, they're still qualify. Well, that's great, but they don't understand that the same house now costs more. They're gonna have sticker shock when it comes time, unfortunately, either get into escrow or while they're in escrow. So it's really important when the buyer you're working with, and as a listing agent and the offers you get, you make sure you have a conversation with the lender. When's the last time you run the payments for the buyer on this price today, at today's rates? Really important. And what you're going to find, the good news and bad news is, you're going to find that many buyers who didn't buy over the last 3 to 6 months, who are just now writing offers or getting offers accepted, some are going to fall out. Because in their mind, they've stepped up to get into that price and they're not going to be satisfied. Now, I'm not saying give up on them. I'm saying be prepared to have to replace them. If you're always adding new people into your process, then that's okay. But better to find out now than while you're in escrow. Better for you and your customer. Because once they're in escrow, they fall out, it becomes expensive. They have fees, there's inspections, not to mention time, effort, and energy. The second thing you have to do as an agent, whether you be a listing agent or a buyer's agent, is get more leads, get more eyeballs, get more people you're talking to. Because the ones you've been talking to that haven't moved yet, that you think are looking, some of them are going to fall out. That's always the case. More are going to fall out because of the difference in the price. And so I'm not being negative. Here's what I'm going to tell you is this is the equivalent. If you ever watched a marathon race, I've never run one. I rode a bike in a couple, actually. Maybe a support team on a couple. But when you watch it on TV as a sport, one thing you notice is around mile 21, 22, 23, and when there's an uphill, that's when all the other people slow down and the winner inevitably passes by. The winner passes when the other people find it too hard to keep going. And so what I would say to you as a real estate agent is these are the markets where you create your name, your brand, your systems, your team, your business, your client database. This is where you help customers out. And so this is the time to increase to 10 times the people you're talking to, the buyers, the sellers, friends, family, business associates. You might have to dig deeper to find them, but the ones who find you because you're good, and Patricia, you're great. You've closed thousands of transactions between escrows and real estate. You're fantastic. The ones who were weaker than you are going to fall down. They're going to not make the extra phone call. They're going to be discouraged.
Mhm.
So you've got to talk to more people. You really need to talk to 10 times more people now than ever before. That's one of the reasons why I built my YouTube channel. Was literally I built it up to now where it's 9 hours a day of people watching my videos. It's not
Right.
that I'm that great. I work hard at that every day.
Mhm.
So number two is you need to talk to a lot more people. And the last thing I would say, the third thing is you need to focus on your mindset more now than ever before. Find content, find speakers, find programs of positive, motivational material to keep you focused. Stay tight with your team, stay tight with your tribe, your family, whoever's encouraging you to go forward. Because again, these are transition periods where some people are going to drop off. I'm not. I just took a listing literally as you spoke for $3.4 million for industrial property. I'm not slowing down at
Oh.
all. I'm not slowing down at all. You know, I did take a little bit of break this morning when I was on a call. My grandson came by and held him during the call. But I'm not slowing down. This is where we beat the competition. And how do we do that? By having our minds right, our minds focused. And so this is time to turn off TV, news, watch motivation. I watched on YouTube a great series on the Jackson State football team that has been taken over. The head coaches, Deion Sanders, primetime Sanders. And it's exciting to see somebody who's really committed himself to changing not just his family and changing his community, but to really change, I guess, part of America. And but whatever, that's his journey, and I like watching football. And it's all about motivation. But what do you like to watch? What do you like to listen to and read? Make sure you're positive, because in your mindset, you're going to hear other agents who are struggling say, "Oh, the market's dead." Well, the market's not dead. I have the numbers. The market is solid. It isn't as red hot as it was, and if you're used to that, you're going to find it difficult. But if you put your work in every day, this is the market that you will pass the competition and achieve the income and the wealth that you went to as an agent. Is it Taina? How do you pronounce your name? Taina Conley? I see you joined our call.
Hi, I'm Tanya.
Anya, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys today?
Good. Where do you sell real estate?
South Atlanta mainly, but all across Atlanta. It just depends.
Atlanta, very good. And you full-time agent, part-time agent?
Part-time.
Part-time, new, old, experienced?
I've been doing this part-time for about 20 years.
Well, what we got to do to get you full-time making so much money you can't afford whatever else you're doing?
Oh, I don't think you could.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I am happily being semi-retired.
Well, then you're doing this full-time other than your retirement, it sounds like.
It's peaks and valleys, I've been
Right.
referral friends and family for 20 years now, and
Yes.
doing fine.
Good for you. Well, good. Okay, so those are three things just to recap to turn more contacts into contracts. Number one, get your buyers requalified, both financially and motivation-wise, based on today's mortgage rates, number one, and today's prices. Let's go back to them and say, hey, we haven't found anything. We've been looking for a month, 2 months, 3 months. Let's restart from the beginning. Let's relaunch and make sure we're on the same page. Number two, talk to 10 times as many people. Call your friends and family. This is the time to go back and call your entire sphere. Make sure you have the social media connections, your email, and you're sending out an email every week to them. And then number three, make sure you check your motivation, because all transformation, all change starts right here between your ears. Not the headphones, but between your ears. Our own mindset. And you can change who you are by changing what you are by changing what goes into your mind. Again, from Zig Ziglar. You can change who you are, and you can change what you are by changing what goes into your mind. Okay, I covered a lot quickly. Patricia, any questions?
No questions, Bill. I think the information you provided today is very helpful.
Good.
Also, it's about taking control of your thoughts and not letting your thoughts taking control of your mind, so that you
Yes.
can also inspire your customers that might be pulling back a little bit, might be getting tired, but you have to also be inspirational to your clients. So yeah, you're right on track with the motivational piece.
You got to believe in this. A lot of people are concerned because costs have gone up because of inflation. Maybe the paycheck's gone up a bit, not as much. But the best protection against inflation is a property. If you can lock in your home payment for 30 years, the more the house goes up in value, the more equity you'll have for your retirement or for your wealth or for your family. That mortgage won't go up. Maybe property taxes will a bit or insurance, but you'll lock in that mortgage for 30 years right now. So this is why most people have created wealth through owning property. It's the greatest opportunity of my lifetime ever. I've said that for years now. For the last few years, it was mostly investors, but today I would say anybody can buy a house with 3.5% down, 0 if you're a veteran. Anybody can buy a house today and lock in a low rate by historical standards. If it goes down again, you can refinance. If it doesn't go down again, but goes up, if rates go up, you'll have made the best financial decision of your life. Tanya, any questions for us while we have you on today?
No, so far so good. Thank you.
Okay, so I think that's a wrap for today. Getting more buyers in a contract. To recap, number 1, requalify your buyers, both financially and motivation-wise. Number 2, talk to 10 times as many buyers to get some new ones in the contract. Number 3, make sure your mindset's right. Change what you watch, listen to, and read. You can change who you are, you can change what you are, but what goes in your mind. So keep that in mind today. If I can help, reach out. Bill Gross, eXp Realty. Thanks all. Have a great week.
Thank you. Bye.